Hi, welcome to your Virtual Academy online art course. My name is Miss Jones and I will be your teacher for visual imagery, which is also Photo 1, Photo 2, AP Photography, which is a class that prepares you for an AP portfolio to be submitted to the College Board for review, Illustration, which is Multimedia 1, Animation, Multimedia 2, and Art 1. See if I forgot any. Nope, that's all of the classes. All of our courses, all of the online art courses, you will create on your own at home using OpenClass. You'll create projects and you will share them with me. Depending on what class you're in, you'll share them differently. If you're in my Art 1 class, you will take photographs of your drawings and your work and upload those to submissions. If you're in my photography courses, you'll directly upload your photographs that you take for projects. If you're in illustration or animation, what you'll do is upload into submissions the project files that you create. So just as a brief introduction, I have been a teacher for about 20 years. I taught elementary school in Seattle, and in Lancaster, Palmdale area, I've taught high school and junior high. I taught at AV High School and then at Pete Knight High School for a really long time before coming to the Virtual Academy, and I love teaching here. I love the Virtual Academy, and I love being able to meet and help all of you. Please feel free to text me. My number, you can text or leave me a voicemail. My number is on the homepage of all my courses, or you can always email me at any time and I will get back to you. We can also meet via Google Hangout. I will do Google Hangouts once a week for those of you that can't make it into class in person. All right, so let's take a look at your courses. All right, so let's take a look at how your courses work. I'm going to start by using in OpenClass. You can always find your classes by the drop down at the top up here. Let me get rid of this, where it says Antelope Valley Union High School District, or you can also see them over here on the left sidebar. I'll go to my dashboard, which shows all the courses. If you have several courses, they'll all show up here. I do. You may only have one if you're only taking one class or your orientation plus one. Okay, so you can navigate by going in either through the drop down here or over here, either one. I'm going to start with my AP class as an example. For all my courses, I have the same routine. This is going, meaning the weekly agendas. So every week you have a new set of things to do, and there's a little routine I'll show you. If you scroll to the bottom of each of my home pages, you're going to see some important information. We work by semester and units and then weeks. So you'll follow the directions for every week. Your projects are always due on Mondays. And then on Tuesdays, you'll start your next week. I like to give you the weekend to work on your projects, so that's why I have it Mondays. Every Friday, we have something called Artist Day, which is a journal activity. You can click here to find out more about Artist Day and examples. Basically, for Artist Day, it's a free day for you to explore any type of art you want and share it with me. Should be equal to about an hour of your time. You can create art. You can take photos, you can make a sculpture, you can show me something that you're creating in another class. You can research art, you can just find interesting artists, things that you're interested in online and just share those links with me or images. Or you can talk to me about art. Just write something real simple for your Artist Day journal. What it will be is something that we'll go back and forth on and communicate. So you'll always put it in the same submissions Dropbox. And every Friday, you'll get 10 points every time you do an Artist Day journal. Every Monday, we're going to do a discussion board. So every Monday, you'll have a discussion board prompt that you'll have to post, answer the question. Usually, you're looking at a piece of artwork, and then you will reply to a classmate. So you'll have to do both of those to get credit, and that's also 10 points every Monday. Also, if we do have holidays fall on Mondays on occasion, if that happens, then your assignment will be due the next school day, and your grades are not going to appear in this grade book in OpenClass. Some of them will show up, but your complete grades will always be in PowerSchool. Please check PowerSchool. If you see any discrepancy or any problem with your grade, if it's not accurate, please let me know as soon as you notice. and we can fix it. What's great about Open Class is everything you turn into me is saved, so I can't lose it. So if you turn something in and I didn't give you credit, all I have to do is find it. Or if you did a post. Okay, let's look at submissions. This is where you turn your work in. We'll look at this quickly. I do have another video that goes in detail on how to turn your work in. But just to give you an idea what it looks like, mine looks a little different because I have the teacher version and I have a bunch of things to grade. So in my version, everybody that's turned something in, you can see I have a lot of work to do today. And I have to grade all these. Here's an example of an Artist Day journal. Over on the far right is where you're going to find all your Dropbox baskets to turn all your work in. So for every Friday Artist Day journal, it's always the first one. So you'll continue to always put them in here. And that way I can keep track. If I want to look up each of you and how many you've turned in, I can just click on your name and it shows me all of the Artist Day journals that have been turned in. So pay attention to what week you're turning in for and the name of the assignment. So always take a look, and there's all of these assignments. It looks like a lot, but I have them all up for the whole year, so don't panic. That's just everything that you're going to do during the year. If you accidentally put it in the wrong Dropbox, that's also okay. I usually find it or figure it out, or you can always just send me a note or an email, or put it in the correct Dropbox if you notice. Okay, briefly, we'll go back to Course Home, and I just want to point out a couple things to you. Over here on the far right is announcements. I will put important announcements, always the week, always the meetings that we'll be having that month for you to go to, and also our makeup meetings, which I'll do over Google Hangout. If you want to know how to do Google Hangout, I have it posted right here under my contact information. There's directions, and you can click here and follow through and pay attention to when I have them posted. Right now I have them posted on Mondays for Google Hangout and Wednesdays for labs. So always check here, but also on the announcements I'll give you specific dates and times when we'll be meeting and other important announcements. Upcoming is a great tool right here. This tells you on the calendar what's going to be due in the next week. So if you pay attention over here, you'll see what you need to do if there's something due tomorrow. See, we have 2 assignments due then. If you show something in for review, it means something I graded and turned back to you. You should be able to see it there. And course tools, I will show you assignment calendar, which is another way to find out what is due and when. And this is a great tool also. You can look by the list for the month of October, or you can just do a calendar view, which I prefer, and you can get an idea of how everything's due on Mondays, all your big projects, and then I'll put your meetings, your class meetings that we're going to have up here. So whenever we're having an in-person meeting, meaning you can come and drop in to see me during those times. I'm always at the Palmdale PCC Center every Wednesday from 3 to 5. Even if I don't have it listed here as an official meeting, you can still come in. Just let me know you're coming in. We can meet. Okay. Let's see, the last thing I'll show you real quick is Coursework is where everything is located, all your assignments. Orientation is what I want everybody to do when they start the class. No matter when you start, it's just getting you used to everything that's in the course so you're familiar with it. I have a couple videos for you to watch. Here's one on how to turn your work into submissions. And then if you scroll down, you can always hide with the little arrows, you can hide your work. 2 first semester assignments. Okay, so we're going to have the same routine I told you about where it's the weekly routine. If you go to Unit 1 and click on Unit 1, it tells you what you're going to do in this unit, and then go ahead and click on Unit 1, or Week 1, sorry. So your work will show up here, your assignment, so it tells you what to do every day. This is pacing it out. It's actually due on Monday. It's smart for you to do everything paced day by day. If you try to do it all on Monday night, it's not going to work out. It'll be a problem, usually. So try not to put it off and procrastinate till the last minute and get your work in. You can link, usually if it's a highlighted blue or a blue link, you can click and reach the assignment here by clicking here, or if you notice over on the left sidebar, the same assignment will be accessible here. So if for some reason this link isn't working, you can always look over here and you should be able to find it. So the Digital Photography Fundamentals right here and here. It's the same assignment. You can get it either place. Some of my assignments you cannot access through the link, like the discussion boards. So you'll just have to find it over here. So if it's something that you can't click here, then you're going to look on the left sidebar. Your discussions are always over here. I can't click them through the agenda. This is an example of a discussion board. So you read, look at the photo, and then you would respond to the prompt. And this is an old one, so I have a bunch of responses already from students, and you can read each other's. You'll just click respond, and then type what your response is, and then post it. Okay, so that's a brief overview of OpenClass. Gradebook is accessible here. Email is accessible here, meaning that you can email me or anyone else in the class. What you would do is you would click the name of who you want to email, and then you click add. It shows up here, and then you type your message and send it. That's one way to send an email. You can also send it, outside through your own account. Course Home will always get you back to the start page. For general open class information, in case you haven't seen this, this is where you can click and change your profile and make a little avatar. You would click here. You can go over to the right and you'll see notifications. If you have an email, it'll tell you right here an alert, and other alerts, it'll usually be if someone has talked to you or has posted. And the last thing I'll show you here is the instant message function, which I really like, and I will look at and see who's online, and I can email you, or instant message you. So if you haven't been working in a while, I might click on your name, for example, and decide that I'm going to type you a little message. You can see I was talking with Miss Bravo there, and it pulls up our old conversation. So you may get a little notification from me if you're online and I see that and I want to talk to you about something. You can do the same for me. If I'm not online, when you type it to me, it will appear when I go on. So you can still write me a note here. I will get it. I might not get it right away. I might get it a few hours later when I sign back on. Okay, so in general, here's how you can contact me at each home page. I have all the same information. I'll show you my photography one. If you have any trouble navigating OpenClass, or you need any specific questions answered, you always get a hold of me. Here's my information. It's the same. Each home page should be about the same. Okay,